Okay, back here with TV. I just got through gluing in the arrow shaft. I'm sorry I didn't let you see that, but it wasn't no big deal. I just had to glue the arrowhead to the shaft. And now I'm going to let you watch me tie this. You want to leave you a little left over. And what I do, I just come around and commence tying this. And don't take a whole lot of string because that super glue is going to be holding most of it. But you want to come across as even as you can. Let's see. I'm going to come across this way first, all the way around once, and then I'm going to come down, and I'm going to come back over, and I'm going to come back around, and I'm going to come back over again to hold that. Now then, what I'd like to do, let's see, you come over this way, come down, come across, again, a little more strength, and down. Now that's it. I'm going to tie off this thing right here, right about here. Where's my cutters? Instead of cutting tools here, get my knife out here. Yeah, a vise is like having a third hand. Even a small vise would come in handy when making stuff. This makes it really a lot easier than what I used to have to do. Out in the field, you're not going to have a nice vise and all this stuff that I'm got here at hand. And we both know that. You know it and I know it. But here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to come around here and I'm just going to tie it off at the bottom here. That has to be no fancy thing, and then I'll show you what I do to keep it secure. Then you can put some more glue on the string itself, and that helps to hold it, which I'm going to do that here in a minute if I got enough left in that bottle. If I don't, I'll just burn the ends and let it go at that. In the bush you might not have glue and everything like we got here. It's hard to say. You don't always, you have to improvise, just like what I did there a while ago when that didn't come out to suit me on the thickness of that arrowhead shaft. Now I'm putting the glue to it to make sure this all hardens up and holds. But I guarantee you the glue will hold it anyhow. That string is just ornamental basically. If your glue don't hold, it's going to come loose anyway. Now let me get my fire stick lighter out here. Got a little lighter somewhere on me. If I don't, I'll go get one. No big. But I think that's about it for my gluing days out of this bottle. Yeah, there come a little speck more. But I've used this bottle. I got a new one in there. But this is all I'm going to need for the arrowhead. Now, let me go get my lighter. Okay, sorry I had to take off and get a lighter. Didn't even have my lighter in my pocket this morning, I had it in my jacket. I don't smoke, but I carry a lighter anyhow because you never know when you need one, just like what I'm doing here. I'm just going to try to burn these. Well, my lighter, this wind ain't letting me burn the ends off. But you want to watch that plastic stuff. That's what that is. Slick old wax. We want to get it up there, but we want to burn what we got gained here. Well, what's up with that cheap lighter? These are the 4 for a buck kind, and they do get hot. The tips do, and they'll burn the crud out of you. But anyway, there's that. Good enough. We've got our arrowhead secured on. Now, all we got to do is let that set up for 20-30 minutes, and should be good for using. Yeah, I see I made a mistake on tying that. It's tied good enough, it ain't gonna come off there, but I needed to tie it more this side, and what reason I couldn't, this hole here, I didn't cut it deep enough. Didn't get it cut deep enough so I could get a twine on that side. I needed to wrap it 3 or 4 times on, on each side. That's all you needed, but it's glued in there with that super glue. It ain't gonna come out of there. I ain't concerned about it at all. Now, what we're gonna do here next, I can't put a knock on this. I don't think I have any more than plastic knocks. So, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna come up here and put our feathers on right now. Demonstrate how to put the feathers on. You want to leave a little room between your feather tip and your fingers, to where you're going to have room for your fingers when you're pulling that knock back. You want a little room. So I would say about a quarter to a half inch back here. Ain't no real measurement on it, I don't think. I think it just depends on what you want. Let me find something here to play this out on where I can fix these feathers. Get you 4 to 6 inches. Since it's a pretty long shaft, I'm going to go with probably about 6. Then you turn, you got to get this where you can work this stuff flat. Is the best way. Get some stuff out of the way. Sometimes you have to do what I just did there, pitch it. If you want a flat surface to work off, I mean, you get too much stuff in the way. Now I did it real good. What we're going to do, now what you want to do is look at your point, see what you want. Still get stuff in the way. Well, I'm sorry you can't see it from down there. Let me bring that camera up here, because you're not going to be able to see what I got in mind if I don't. You won't be able to see how I'm doing this. Some of y'all know how it's done, but there's some folks out there probably don't. Now, you can go look up feathers. If you got duck feathers at home, chicken feathers will work. Goose feathers work real good if you got goose feathers. Big bird feathers are always the best. Usually to make arrows, you could use blue jay feathers. I have, but finding them sometimes can be difficult. And duct tape's pretty plentiful right now, so I would suggest what you can do. Let me go ahead and stick this down. First, we're going to look at this. We want that. I want my area to set flat like that. When it's in the deal, when you got it like this, you can turn it either way you want, flat or edge. Depending on how you want to look down it, doesn't matter. But about halfway around is what I do. You take your feather and you, like I said back here at the knock, leave about a half inch from the knock for your finger to set. Then you stick this on here about halfway. Look like a flag, kinda. Okay. Well, I'm sorry you didn't get to see me put that on there, but I'm just having trouble getting my camera. I am not a cameraman. Let's see what we can do here about that. Alright, get it down here on the table. Here's where I'm working. Let me move the grinder so you can see a little better. Okay, now here's what I'm doing. I got this, take it back off of it. We got your arrow laid down flat, and about halfway over to the center of that, you stick your flag on. There you are. Now you just flip it over and do the other side. If you want to, it doesn't really matter, I don't think, personally.